In the land of opportunity, it is a right to gain the attention or influence someone or force someone as long as they have their own free will. And so many people are given the knowledge to respectfully outwit someone out of their own free will. And this must stop. Welcome to the Foundation for Elevation Station. And the intentions of this video seem to be a little different before I started, but we had an emergency. You hear the sirens? My people must be freed. And I know a lot of you out there that use certain tactics to deceive other people. And in the land of opportunity, these different tactics have become fair seeming. Yeah. And it's a certain demographic that I want to draw attention to. It's called the spiritual community. We have a lot of people claiming that they're spiritual. And what it is they're doing is misleading a lot of gifted people that's understanding of the nonsense and verbiage and vernacular that they're using, and they're allowing themselves to be used and led into a brick wall, led into a place where they could be used in bondage. Here, buy my product. Here, I have all this to sell you. This is what you have to do. This is one of the highest forms of deception to the above average intellectual person. This has to stop. Free my people. And I'm probably talking to you, because a lot of people I understand that are viewing me now through other means than the straight direct. I know opportunities are given for people to anonymously view me, and that's cool. I'm glad to be of help to the so-called haters, but I don't consider you that. I only reach out right now to ask you to stop using the gifts to you for tools of deception. And I say to my innocent brothers and sisters of the world, stop allowing people to lead you when they're trying to lead you straight into a brick wall or into a cycle of deception that will suck the life and finances from you and your family lineage. When I look and I think of a person that is a great representation of a developed human being, a lot of you call him spirit. I'm spiritual. I'm a spiritual person. Well, really how I conceive that whole notion is to be a developed human being. So if a person is not exhibiting a certain level of personal growth across the board, and I ain't just trying to, this is a way to identify, to arm yourself against the means of what we call a person that doesn't have your best interest in mind. Or they may have your best interest in mind, they just want to capitalize off this whole transaction in as many ways as they can. This is a means, not of God. Number two, a person who has achieved a certain level of spirituality or an attunement with their soul, most likely, it's highly likely that they have experienced an in-depth portion of their journey through a certain religion. It could have been many religions, but they have, while they were in the religion, they walked that religion like a Bible thumper. They walked their religion in a close to to in accords with perfection as many of the people in the religion have seen. They say, man, this person is in tune. They on a higher level. And they may have just been wrestling with one or two aspects of their life that was holding them back. And some people pointed that out just to feel comfortable with themselves. Because when that person, that truly elevated person, was in their midst, they felt inadequate. So that person that was an elevated person in that spiritual religious practice, they left that practice and continued their journey of further elevation, the spiritual elevation. Now, another reason that will display to you that a person is a real spiritual person, an elevated spiritual being, he understands that his journey is bigger than themselves. They reach out to help someone actively. They know that it's a higher power, even if they don't go by the reference we call God or Allah or Yahweh. We understand, people of this type of elevation, that it is a higher stratosphere of consciousness out there. And they do all they can when they see someone that is receptive to move them along the increments there. Straight up. I know it's a bit wordy, but listen to this again. It's straight and concise. I love you. When an elevated being comes in the midst of you and they care for you, you may mistake it as they're preaching or they trying to show out. They're trying to give you a gift. They're trying to love you and give you a foot ledge to step up on, to elevate yourself. I can have $10 million and give you $250,000. And it's not as valuable as if I gave you a certain degree of tutelage and walked with you hand in hand during the course of your development for just 2 or 3 months. It's no, would you take, just for instance, like, would you want $250,000 or 30 to 40 years onto your life? Just in general. No dollar amount with the 30 or 40 years, but you in the same health condition. I know. Money is hella valuable today. Give me the 30 or 40 years. Like, yeah, let me have that. That $250,000, ain't no telling what that money might be worthless next year. Maybe in a few years, maybe in 2030. Money might be worthless. Another way to identify a person that's truly elevated is to have, when they have a belief of an afterlife. And not, see, this coincides with my next point. It's another way, to 2 ways, I'm gonna do it once, is to identify a spiritual person is when they have a belief in the afterlife and they are able to make sense or rationalize the inner dimensions. You see how I speak? And I'm not speaking the same rhetoric that you heard time and time again over the last 10 years. See, we coming to save you from these people that just try to regurgitate the same sayings. You know how you hear people in political or religion and they just say the same configurations of words that make you say yeah and to get you inspired, but it's nothing new. It's the same thing we've been hearing for 15 years. And I'm not trying to discredit them, but a true spiritual person is able to elevate you with a new deliverance of a way to define the elevation that he has been seeing within himself. And I say him because, you know, I don't know, man or woman, I'll leave it there. But men who have been able to open the pathway to a higher level of understanding of the human existence, we call him spiritual. He has his own words. He will be able to make light of a journey of thoughts he can give you that will help you on your journey, and not just give you some feel-good prosperity preacher. It will be original. It will be authentic. This is a way to define a person that has walked the path of the up their level of development of the human existence. So I ask you, I know you out there, all of you that try to, you know, and it's cool, you're walking your path, but know your position. Like, you don't have to give me any accolades for things you may get from me. I forget it. You may get from me. I understand who I am. I could pat myself on the back. So you feel like you gotta lower yourself down to give me my respect or give me my flowers? It's more than cool. Because I know I'm the boo-boo, like a toilet full of it, a whole lot of it. It won't even flush. I just, for real, I even flat broke back like I do. I feel very highly of myself, but not at the expense of putting anyone else down. I love you, and I think the best of you. No matter who you are, I can see the best version of you in your mirror that you don't see in yourself. That's me. I'm sorry you don't feel the need to mold yourself on a daily basis like I see that you could do with not even that much effort. But please don't just look at my videos. Look at this science. Look at my philosophy and try to make yourself into a destructive weapon. Use it to build yourself into a beam of light. Yeah, straight up. You wanna produce love. Take this, mold it into some energy, into the energy, and shoot it. See, that's what we need real relationships from. We need real relationships where a man and a woman of power can spend time with each other and have like a vibratory like energy exchange and intercourse and actually create power and use it. It's like a cartoon, it literally is. Use it with love. I love you. This is the Foundation for Elevation Station. My name is Leon Meredith, and there's no way that you should keep using or not using this type of free game, free existence training, and let it go to waste. I love you.